Grayson County looking for their first region tournament win in a decade as they take on not only just one of the region's best teams, but also one of the best in the entire state. Will they be able to shock the region and move on to tomorrow, or will it be the Apollo Eagles to do it in back-to-back years? And a good evening, or good morning rather, and welcome here to Breckenridge County High School for the third region softball or baseball. I'm going to get this right at some point. Baseball quarterfinals. I haven't had the full amount of caffeine that I should have for a 10 a.m. first pitch here from Breckenridge County High School. Sam Gormley and the former Cougar baseball manager Cole Snyder with you. Cole, last year Apollo ended Grayson County's season in this same game. And I have to imagine, I know it's probably been replaying in your mind since then, and I better imagine it's been replaying in the Cougars' mind as well.
Yeah, no, it replays through our mind quite a bit. I feel like, a lot of these guys, Jaron and Gage, they were part of that game. Levi, I think they had a bad taste in their mouth after that game. Some calls that could have went either way. The Hunter Felty play at the plate that I famously like to say he was safe, but it is what it is. Max Cook, is that his name? Yeah.
Noah Cook.
Noah Cook. I keep calling him Max Cook for some reason. He came in, he shut it down on us, but you ain't going to see him today.
Maybe, I don't know. Grayson County is the 12th district champion. They are playing the 9th district runner-up of the Apollo Eagles. And your pitching matchup for today's matchup on Grayson County's side, they're going with their ace, Gage Napier. Gage will be making his 13th game and his 10th start of the season. They will be facing Garrett Lana, who's only making his second start of the year. And it's funny, Cole, when I say this, that he has one of the worst starting ERAs on the team, and his ERA is 1.91.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, this Apollo team, they're not necessarily the team that's going to come out here and want to beat you 12-11. But if it's 1-0, that's where they do. They're not necessarily the greatest offensive team in the world, but they can flat out pitch, and that is a huge advantage, and they're deep in pitching when you're playing in this region tournament here where you're trying to win 3 games in 3 days. Coming up on our pregame show, we will introduce you to both of these teams, give you the starting lineups, and a whole lot more. That comes up next here on K105.
Discover the heart of Litchfield at Hometown Hangout, your go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. It's more than just a place, it's an experience. Enjoy mouth-watering bites and exciting games in an atmosphere that buzzes with local charm. At Hometown Hangout, we're not just serving up food, we're dishing out memories. Join the community's newest hotspot and make every visit a story to share. Find us on West White Oak Street in Litchfield. Connect with us on Facebook for all the latest.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a Future Designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Welcome back here to Breckenridge County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars are about to play in the third region quarterfinals here against the Apollo Eagles. Not a lot of video for you today, so you just have to listen to us. And I know that for a lot of you, that's not necessarily a great thing, because most of you probably like to put it on mute and just watch. But sorry, you're going to have to listen to Cole and I today. And Cole, we can apologize in advance.
Yeah, I like to say things maybe I shouldn't say sometimes, but you're going to get the truth out of me.
Oh, the truth.
The
That's
truth.
exactly what people want. I'd introduce you to both of these teams. Apollo, we'll start with them. They are the visitors on the scoreboard today. 22-8. Last year they lost in the state Final Four. This team's really, really good. 8th in the state in the most recent state rankings. They're a district runner-up because they lost, to the 11th team in the state, Owensboro Catholic, in their district championship. What might be interesting is that Apollo played on Friday in their district championship game. Rain kept pushing that back. Means that they played more recently than Grayson County. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's what I was going to say.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I think a team as good as Apollo, that it really doesn't matter either way.
The other aspect to this that I find very interesting is Grayson County, they might be the district champion playing in this game. They're the underdog.
Yep, absolutely.
Good thing or bad thing that this game is happening at 10 a.m.? I don't know the answer to that either, of being the underdog.
I don't either.
I think the hope is that the pro to this is Grayson County lost to this team in 8 innings a year ago and they went to the Final Four. That tells them they can beat this team.
Absolutely.
They can compete against this team. Now, on the other side, Apollo, they know what it takes to get back and to win this region championship. The hope is that Grayson County might be awake and ready to go, where Apollo, maybe you're hoping, might be a little bit sleepwalking into this just a little bit.
Grayson County, I think they're in and out. Looked pretty good today. I think they're ready to go. I'm excited for these guys to show what they got.
Apollo, some of the players you'll need to know on their team. Will Strode hitting .348 on the season. Sam Holder hitting .300. Grayson Smith is hitting .376, and Ross Milburn is hitting .326. Again, their starting pitcher is going to be Garrett Lanham. His 6th game with a start, record of 1-1, an ERA of 1.91, 15 strikeouts, and 6 walks. He's only thrown 18 and a third inning. Not a lot of experience getting the start here in the biggest game of the season for the Eagles. On the other side, Grayson County won the district championship for the 2nd straight year with a win against Edmonson County. Grayson County's looking to win their first game in the regional tournament since 2014. That year they lost in the regional championship to Davis County. Cougars players you need to know: Levi Rogers hitting .435 on the season. Cole, Levi has been spectacular this year for this Grayson County team. Landon Sharella hitting .375. He had a mid-season lull where he was, and he'd probably be the first one to admit this. Cole, you know Landon a lot better than I do, but I know he will admit that he struggled in the middle of this season. Since that point, though, he has been on fire, hitting nearly .500 over the last 8 games. The offense has been what has really helped this Grayson County team, and that can be what will separate them against a team that can flat-out pitch in Apollo.
Oh, yeah, and this Grayson County team really knows how to fight within a count. Like, they can work their count back, work a walk. I think Gage Napier is one of those guys that he can work a count pretty well. I think Sharella can too, but I think that's something we'll see a lot today, is these guys being really conservative on what pitches they swing at.
It will be. Or do you take the other philosophy of knowing this team can pitch? Let's roll and let's try and jump out on them early. It'll be fascinating to see the strategy that Jody Nutt, the head coach for Grayson County, is pitching into his team here today. We'll take a quick break and have the starting lineups after this, as this is Cougar Baseball on K105. Actually, you know what? I think they're going to do the lineups right now and then do the national anthem. So we might be bringing us. Let's see what they end up deciding, Cole. If they go anthem first, we'll wait. If they do the lineups first, then we'll give you the lineups right now.
The 9th district runner-up Apollo Eagles and the 12th district winner.
I like that we're just waiting and killing time right now. This is great, quote-unquote, radio.
Let's meet the roster.
Okay, they are going to do the starting lineups. We'll first start with the visitors. On the scoreboard, the Apollo Eagles. Leading off, shortstop Grayson Smith. The 2-hole hitter will be the third baseman, Ross Milburn. Batting third in left field, Sam Holder.
Number 5.
The cleanup hitter will be the first baseman, Easton Blandford.
Number 7,
Batting fifth,
Noah
the designated
Cook.
hitter will be Will Strode. Jagger
Number
Pate
9,
will play in his
Riley
place.
Logan.
He'll be in center field. Ty Lilpop,
10,
he'll be in right field, batting sixth. The 7-hole hitter will be the starting catcher, Michael Cheney. Brock Berger will be the 8-hole hitter and the second baseman. And batting ninth, the starting pitcher is Garrett Lanham. Once more, that lineup for Apollo: Smith at short, Milburn at third, Holder in left, Blandford in first base, Strode at the designated hitter, Lilpop in right field, Cheney as the catcher, Berger at second, Lanham the starting pitcher, and again Pate is the center fielder. Now the lineup for the Grayson County Cougars, 16-14, 12th district champion. Leading off, the starting catcher, Landon Haycraft. Batting second is center fielder, Jaron Van Meter. The 3-hole hitter will be the first baseman, Landon Chirella. Batting cleanup at third base, Levi Rogers. The 5-hole hitter will be the right fielder, Cam Fulkerson. Batting sixth, the starting pitcher is Gage Napier. Batting seventh at short, Chase Balnock. Jake Bradshaw will bat eighth. He'll be at second. And Garrett Bradley batting ninth and playing left field. Once more, that lineup for Grayson County: Haycraft catching, Van Meter in center, Chirella at first, Rogers at third, Fulkerson in right, Napier the pitcher, Balnock at short, Bradshaw at second, and Bradley in left. We'll turn it over here. They're going to re-announce these lineups, but we'll have them announce the entire roster for Grayson County here by the Breckenridge County PA announcers.
Number 7, Carson Dennis. Number 9, Zach Snyder. Number 11, Caden Tyner. Number 13, Case Rogers. Number 14, Braxton Armstrong. Number 20, Rodney Morris. Number 21, Austin Shake. Number 22, Kason Burton. Number 33, Anthony Linton. And now for the starting lineup of the Grayson County Cougars. Leading off and catching, number 5, Landon Haycraft. Batting second, playing center field, number 6, Jaron Van Meter. Batting third and playing first base, number 15, Landon Chirella. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 8, Levi Rogers. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 23, Cam Fulkerson. Batting sixth and pitching, number 34, Gage Napier. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, number 10, Chase Balnock. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 3, Jake Bradshaw. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 55, Garrett Bradley.
Those are the lineups. Grayson and Apollo's next on K105.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-8338-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Snap Chiropractic in Litchfield puts you in charge of your health. Our board-certified chiropractors believe life's good when you feel good. That's why we're dedicated to pain relief and prevention. We offer top-notch care tailored to your needs, ensuring you live your life to the fullest. At Snap Chiropractic, we make feeling good a snap. Join our community of wellness today. Your health, your way. Discover more at snapchiropractors.com.
Not again. You don't mess with underground power lines.
Should have contacted 811. They'll mark those utility lines free.
Yeah, but this guy ain't real bright.
Neither is the neighborhood.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
What a tool. He could hit a gas line.
Wait, he's contacting 811.
They'll mark the underground utilities free.
Turns out he is smarter than he looks.
Know what's below? 811 before you dig.
Grayson County and Apollo here in the third region quarterfinals. Sam Gormley, Cole Snyder with you. Cole, you can feel it in the air. It's a really nice morning, which is weird. I got to get used to that. Here at Breckenridge County High School, it's a nice breeze. The rain and the storms that we've had over the last 24 hours have moved out. And here, the turf field, it is a very nice day here at Breckenridge County High School. Let's try and turn your... It helps if I turn your microphone back
It
on.
would help. It would help. No, it's a nice day out here at Breck. I think we're going to have a good Memorial Day showdown here between Gage and Lanham.
Gage Napier is the starting pitcher for Grayson County. 12 games, making his 10th start. Record of 4-3, an ERA of 3.26, 55 strikeouts and 24 walks. Cole, when you see Gage Napier, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking an ace. Gage Napier, that's our guy out there. He's got a long time playing baseball, and he's just got a lot more of a baseball career left in him, and he's really, really good. You could argue his best pitcher on the team last year. Sorry, Cam. Just as a freshman last year, but I think the Cougs got a good one out there in Gage.
The biggest thing with Gage Napier, too, is he's intelligent. And that's not only just, like, book smart. He knows baseball.
Yes.
He knows how to pitch. And that's half the battle for a lot of these opportunities. He'll be going up against the Apollo lineup with a record of 22-8. Smith, Milburn, Holder, Blandford, Strode, Lil Pop, Cheney, Berger, Lana. It's about time to get underway here in Harned. Napier versus Grayson Smith to get us rolling. Smith, 376 average as a leadoff hitter, a home run, and 20 RBIs. He is also somebody you could see get on the mound with an ERA of just over 1. Napier, the first pitch, is high for ball 1, and that's how we get underway here in the third region quarterfinals. Tommy Burris will be calling the balls and strikes behind the dish. Inside pitch, called strike. Napier back in there to even us up here at 1-1. Apollo 22-8, lost in the third region, or the 12th district, or 9th district championship. Smith flies one into shallow left field, storming in, and it's going to drop in front of Garrett Bradley, and Apollo gets their first runner on.
Now batting third baseman number 24, John Milburn.
Ross Milburn steps into the box. Freshman hitting .327 with 7 RBIs and a double. For me, Cole, this Grayson County team cannot be down early.
No, absolutely not.
We talked about that as there's a pickoff move. Really no chance to get Smith out. We talked about it on Tuesday in the district championship where the Cougars needed to jump out on Edmondson early. And when they did that, they won. And today, there's a bunt. It's a nice one. Coming in is Rogers. He'll storm. He'll throw. Not in time. Infield bunt hit. And they're asking for interference, I believe, called down at second. They're going to have to discuss this. Smith is saying that he was tripped on it, and they are going to give him third. And Jody Nutt is going to come. I didn't see it. I was blocked. Jody Nutt is wanting an explanation. And he has to.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but did you see it, Sam?
I did not.
I didn't see it either. I wasn't looking.
So that'll technically go down as E6 on Bonnock. And now they're going to bring in Tommy Burris, who is the crew chief and the home plate umpire. And I think Grayson County's argument here is going to be he tripped over the base. Now, I didn't see it to know.
I didn't either.
And they are going to have this be a complete conversation, and it should be. It shouldn't have been just 2 umpires. This is one that's got to come on, because, Cole, this is a huge call early on in this game.
Having a runner on third with no outs. And you got the heart of your order coming up. Yeah, that's a big call.
So again, the call right now is error on Bonnock for making contact with Smith. Now again, I didn't see it.
I did not.
Doesn't mean it didn't happen. I did not see it. And they are going to award him third.
There you are.
Jody Nutt, none too thrilled. Be Sam Holder to hit 300 average with 11 RBIs, 3 doubles, and a triple. This is a huge at-bat for Grayson County with runners on the corners.
Got to throw strikes here if you're Gage. Try to get a guy out here.
4 pitches for Napier. 2 hits early and an error on Grayson. Pitch is low, bounces in the dirt. Or I guess I can't really say the dirt, Cole, as bounces on the turf. And that's going to be an adjustment for Landon Haycraft is behind the dish, those balls are going to bounce a little different when you're playing on artificial turf here at Breckenridge County High School. Runner is off, ground ball into right field for a base hit. That will easily plate Smith. Rounding and going into third is Milburn. You got runners on the corners again now with nobody outs, and Apollo leads 1-0.
Yeah, that's probably not the worst thing that can happen there. I mean, you don't want the run to score, but just be glad that that other guy from first didn't come around.
1-0 Apollo here in the top of the first inning, nobody outs. Easton Blandford, the first baseman, 262, 15 RBIs and 4 doubles. This is a dangerous situation early for this Grayson County team. Runner is off and moving again. He'll have to head back after it's fouled off just enough of it. Apollo is being very active on the base paths, especially with a runner on third. These two teams have met in the region tournament quite a few times. Of course, they lost last year. Grayson County did 9-6 in 8 innings. There's a pickoff move, Holder in ahead of the tag back at first. They've lost 4 straight overall to this Apollo team, but have met in the 01, 03, 07, 08, 09, and 2012 regional tournaments as well as 2023. 0-1 from Napier. Holder is off at first. Pitch is high. Holder will take second. Defensive indifference will allow for him, and you got runners now in scoring position with still nobody out in the first. This is low and inside. This is one of these scenarios too, Cole, where if you're Gage Napier, you almost just need to walk to the back of the mound, take a deep breath, recollect yourself, and come in. Fly ball hit back left field, and Bradley will give it a watch, but it is well foul.
If you're Gage here, you want to hopefully strike this guy out, give him nothing in play, because you don't want that run from third to score.
Break even coming with Napier. Blandford, hard ground ball to Bonnock at short. He'll get the easy one at first. It's thrown off the bag. Sherella is able to grab it. Tag the runner Blandford out. That does score a run though, and it's 2-0 Apollo.
Now batting with DH number 17, Will Strode.
I think Chase got a little antsy there, trying to see if that runner from second was going to go. Throws a little offline, but still got the out.
Will Strode, 348 with a home run. First pitch swinging is fouled off. Breck has a very high net here at their brand new field as it goes about halfway up the lines. And that net, Cole, is probably 30 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
0-1, Strode, check swing. He did not go. They don't even appeal, as it'll say, stay at 1-1. Of course, we do have 4 umpires today as well, so you do get the opportunity to do check swings if the case does come to that. Napier delivers, blows it right past with an 82-mile-per-hour.
It's a good pitch there from Gage.
I like that we got the radar gun here too, Cole.
Yeah, it's nice. I love it.
1-2, bounces in the dirt. Haycraft stays in front of it. 2-0 Apollo. Early on here in this third region quarterfinal matchup, Grayson County has not won a game in the region tournament in a decade. And they lost in the region championship to Davis County. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strode down on strikes. Napier gets his first K of the game. And strikeout number 56 on the season. Ty Lilpop, the freshman, comes in. One of those young stars of the area. 18 RBIs and a home run, along with that average of about 2.32.
Big strikeout there.
Pickoff move, and they got it! Holder is picked off at second. That is the inning. Apollo, though, does score 2 runs on 3 hits and an error. And we head to the bottom of the first inning. It's Apollo 2, and the Cougs are coming up. This is the 3rd Region Baseball Tournament on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Cougs trail 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Grayson County going up against the Apollo's starting pitcher, Garrett Lanham. The junior making his 7th game, his 2nd start, 1-1 with an ERA of 1.91. 15 strikeouts and 6 walks and only 18 in a 3rd innings pitched. He'll go up against the Grayson County starting lineup: Haycraft, Van Meter, Sharella, Rogers, Fulkerson, Napier, Bonnock, Bratcher, and Bradley. This Grayson County team finds themselves in the early 2-0 hole. Not won in the region tournament since 2014.
You know, for the Cougs right here, I think they need to strike early off this guy. And you said, it's only his 2nd start. I think they need to hit him quick, hit him in the mouth, and make him settle in a little bit. Hopefully they can tie this game up here in this inning.
Landon Haycraft will get us started for Grayson. 368, 7 RBIs. On-base percentage well over 500. The high chopper in the infield, picked up by Smith at short, throwing, and gets Haycraft by a step. It's one of those, the turf helps out the fielder. If this was a grass field, the grass probably would have slowed that ball down and allowed for Haycraft to leg it out, but it goes 6-3 on the putout for out number 1. Jaron Van Meter, the left-handed hitting senior, has reached in 6 straight with an average of 275 on the season. Misses low and inside for ball 1. Van Meter has been up and down at times this year, but finding a way to get on base. He's got good speed. That's half the battle. This is outside. We go to 2-0 here to Van Meter. Lanham coming with a pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. Cole, we're stationed right behind the dish here today. We got just about as good of an angle at anybody on that strike zone. It's pretty helpful to see. And to see how it morphs throughout the game. Called strike right down Broadway, and that'll move us here to 2-2. Lanham versus Van Meter.
I feel like he's called a pretty good game so far.
Tommy Burris is the home plate umpire. Breaking ball just misses low. It'll make our count go full. Sometimes, Cole, there's such a thing as too much movement, and it even fools the umpire. 3-2 pitch. Inside, Van Meter works a walk. He's now reached base in 7 straight. And Landon Sharella steps in, 375, 30 RBIs, 7 doubles, 2 triples for this Grayson County team on the year. Landon trying to make sure this is not his final game as a Grayson County Cougar, as one of 2 seniors on the team.
I think that's what you're going to see a lot of today out of Jaron and Landon.
Large lead at first for Van Meter. Lanham delivers to Sharella. Breaking ball drops in there for a called strike. Sharella, we mentioned it in the open, had a 7-game stretch over about 11 days where he went 1 for 20 in the middle of April. He swings and misses at the pitch outside. Since that point, he's hitting 7 of 8 and is hitting .480 with 10 RBIs.
It's pretty good.
Found that swing back after a midseason slump.
It's pretty good if you ask me. I think he'd be okay with 480.
0-2 pitch. Van Meter is off and running. Pitch is low and inside. The throw is into center field. Well over the top of Smith, who was the shortstop trying to cover. He'd had to have been Wembenyama out there trying to catch that one goal.
Yeah, and I think that's a thing that we're going to see a lot from this Grayson County team today is pretty active on the base pass, especially when they get those 2 leadoff guys on. You're going to see them move quite a bit.
It's probably one of those that Cheney, the senior, just needs to eat. You're not going to throw out. Van Meter had that bag stolen.
No.
1-2 to Shirella, 1 down, 2-0. Apollo on top of Grayson County. Shirella pops one left side. Third baseman Milburn just behind the bag will make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting the third base.
Levi Rogers.
Levi Rogers.
The cleanup hitter for Grayson County, hitting .435 with a home run, 31 RBIs. This year with runners in scoring position, hitting .480.
Pretty good.
Finds a way to get guys in, and he has been smoking hot as of late. Little breaking ball misses high. First pitch to Rogers.
Don't think the Apollo fans like that one.
Rogers on a 10-game hitting streak. He has had RBIs in 6 straight and 7 of the last 8. During that stretch of a 10-game hitting streak, Cole, there's a back pick. Van Meter on a terrible throw, and it goes into center field. They might have had Van Meter picked.
Dare I say it, I think the catcher might have a bit of the yips out there.
Rogers, though, during this 10-game hitting streak, hitting .531 with 12 RBIs and an OPS of 1.2. During that stretch as well, 1 strikeout. 1-0 is inside to Rogers.
Levi is crowding the plate. I mean, he is standing on the line of the batter's box.
You get that entire box, and he wants to make sure that
you can tell.
You know, that strike zone makes it harder to pitch inside. 2-0. Rogers fly ball center field. Pate curls over to his left, backpedals, and makes the catch. Grayson County puts a runner in scoring position, can't do anything with it. We're through 1 full. It's Apollo 2, Grayson County 0. It's Cougar Baseball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Ty Lilpop leads off the top of the second inning. Apollo leads 2-0. Sam and Cole back with you here at Breckenridge County High School. Third region quarterfinals. Napier's first pitch of the inning bounces outside for ball 1. Lilpop was hitting the end of the first when Napier picked off the runner at second. 1-0 inside, and Lilpop's going to wear it on the left shoulder. He'll trot down to first. Has been an issue at times for Grayson County on hitting batters. It's that fine line of pitching inside and pitching inside.
Gage just needs to take a deep breath and settle in here. He's going to be all right. Just work through these next couple batters and settle into this game.
Michael Cheney, the catcher, 138 with 11 doubles or 11 RBIs rather for Apollo. We'll pop the runner on first. First pitch coming to Cheney is high, cold strike. Napier's a quick worker, out on the mound. He pitched here at Breckenridge County a couple of times in his career at this new ballpark. Fouls it off, just gets over the net, and heads towards the parking lot over the right side. Cole, thankfully, my car is not over in that area.
Yeah, thought about parking over there, but probably good you didn't.
Yeah, they'd have to hit it pretty good to get to my car. 0-2. Check swing didn't go well high at the eyes of Cheney. This Apollo team has played a gauntlet of a schedule. They have the toughest strength of schedule in the region, the 7th best in the entire state. It's fouled off. Of course, they won the region championship last year, trying to make it 4 straight for the 9th district, as Owensboro Catholic won in 2021 and 2022. Breckenridge County was the last team not from the 9th district to win the 3rd region baseball tournament. Bounces in the turf. Haycraft, nice pick. Even us up here at 2-2. The rankings so continue for this Apollo team. They rank 8th overall in the state. Break-even pitch. Just misses low.
Not sure that I agree with that call right there.
Landon Haycraft, he held it there an extra second. As if to tell Tommy Burris, home plate umpire said, "Are you sure?" 3-2 pitch, popped off, and we'll do it again.
Like you said, that 30-foot tall net. We had some Apollo fans eating a baseball right now.
Yeah, luckily, I mean, we could potentially eat one on a bounce maybe. And that's low, and it misses. And first 2 have reached for Apollo here at the top of the 2nd inning. Second baseman Brock Berger, 286 with 6 RBIs for the Eagles. Left-handed hitting second baseman. Cole, I mentioned to you off air that this is an inning where Grayson County cannot allow Apollo to add anymore. I mean, it's only 2-0. Showing bunt is Berger. It's a good one back to Napier. He'll pick, he'll fire, low throw, off the bag, safe. Bratcher was covering. Bratcher says he tagged the runner. Tony Beard, the first base umpire, disagreed, and Bratcher is still trying to plead his case. Cole, from my angle, it looked like he did put a tag on it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It looks like he got the tag on, but if you're Gage, you might need to step off the back of the mound like you were saying earlier and just take a breath.
That will go down as E1. Error on Napier. And now the base is loaded for Garrett Lanham, the starting pitcher. First pitch called strike. 265 with 5 RBIs. This is a very low called strike. Might have been a makeup for the one that he missed. And I'm sure Gage is probably saying, hey, I'd like to have that one back that I had in the last plate appearance. 0-2. This is high. Napier really working. Already 30 pitches thrown in this early 2nd inning. Still nobody out. Apollo has loaded them up. High, and it's thrown to the backstop. That's going to score a run, and Apollo leads 3-0. Wild pitch allows the run to cross. Runners now on 2nd and 3rd. Break even to Lanham. Just misses outside.
I don't agree with that one either.
Now that was probably a strike, and the other one was probably a ball. So we're even now in this plate appearance. Full count pitch, top of the order, awaits on deck. 3-2. Inside, And the bases are loaded again, and I think this is where, right on cue, Nick Beeler, pitching coach, is going to make his way to the mound to talk with his sophomore ace, Gage Napier.
I think Gage is just rattled here. You know, when you hear one of the best teams in the state, you get a little, you can tell yourself you're not worried about it, but in the back of your head, you're like, okay, this team might be able to light me up here, and I think he's just a little worried more than he should be. I think if he just takes a breath, he'll be all right.
Early on, for Grayson County, in games they've won this year, won 16 of them. Gage Napier, ERA of 0.716. In games they've lost, Gage's ERA is 7. And that's about 50-50 split in those 12 games that he had appeared in prior to this point. The biggest difference is the infield shades in. Hard ground ball down the left field line, past the glove of Rogers. 1 run will score, bobbled out in the left field by Bradley. He'll get it in, and a double by Grayson Smith makes it 5-0 Apollo.
Garrett Bradley there in left. I think he just couldn't get a hand on it. That's one of those things, playing on turf. It bounces a little different than you're used to on grass.
Ross Milburn reached on an infield bunt single in his first plate appearance. Still nobody out in the second. Pitch misses high.
Yeah, he was waving him, but the runner went sliding in head first to third. The first pitch fastball is high 1-0.
Here comes the 1-0. Fouled off behind the dish. Thank goodness that net was there. Our friends to our left, Cole,
I still jumped.
They might have needed a new laptop.
I still jumped.
Rookie. 1-1. Fouled off right side, out of play. As luckily it's softball, we're stationed right behind the plate, and the distance from home plate to the net is maybe 10 feet.
Yeah.
So we'll get some into our business every once in a while. Napier outside, and the count will go even now at 2-2. Grayson County trails 5-0 to Apollo. Top of the second inning. Break even. High fly ball in foul territory. Coming in is Rogers. Haycraft, the catcher, goes diving, can't get there.
It's good effort by Lando.
That is a extremely difficult play to attempt to make, as he probably had to run, 15 yards maybe to get there?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I got to talk in football terms to you. Break even coming from Napier to Milburn. And it's fouled off again. Napier at 40 pitches. Big pitch coming. Break even. Called. Strike 3 outside corner. First out here in the second inning. Sam Holder, the left fielder, into the box.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Sam Holder.
It's a good
He
pitch
found
there
the hole
from
on the right
Gage.
side last time up. What were you saying?
So that's a good pitch there from Gage. Gotta see a lot more of those.
Have to knock in here. 5-0 early deficit against one of the best pitching teams, not only just in the state but in the region. Apollo ranks 3rd in the state in team ERA. Fouls it off right side. The team ERA is 1.42. They've allowed the second fewest, even if you're just talking total runs. Take out earned run, because that can be skewed a little bit, because not everyone knows what's an error and what isn't an error and so on. Popped off. But if you're just talking pure runs allowed, there's only been one team in the state that has allowed fewer runs. And guess what, Cole?
What?
Apollo's second in the region in that category because Muhlenberg County is the only team in the state that has given up fewer runs in that. So Grayson County's got to find a way. As it misses inside, we'll move the count here even. They got to find a way to get some runs.
Absolutely. Bats didn't look bad last time up. You just got to get some more stuff in play, move some runners.
Holder is the hitter. Break even, fouls it off. Cole, that one would have been right in your business if it wasn't for the net.
Didn't jump though.
There's somebody who is, he's filling with his phone in front of us, and it came real close to him.
He ate it up.
He's pro. Again, fouled off. Apollo is fouled off a ton of pitches in this inning. And that's the fourth foul ball in this at-bat. There were 4 last at-bat as well. So in the last 2 at-bats, Apollo is fouled off. 8 pitches.
Less than ideal.
Break even. This time it's not fouled. It's hit to deep center field. Van Meter on the outer edge of the wall will make the catch. That'll easily allow Lanham to score. And Apollo leads 6-0. Smith tags up second to third. Easton Blanford grounded out to Bonnock at short in his first plate appearance. Cold strike outside, first pitch there. Apollo trying to continue the fortune. Last year they beat Grayson County in the third region quarterfinals. It's the third time in the last 4 trips to the region tournament for Grayson County that they lost to the eventual region champion in the first round. Last year Apollo, 2019 was Breck as well. Fouled off. Apollo really making Napier work. 35 pitches in this inning.
What's his pitch count out for the game?
51 overall.
Less than ideal.
Even more so when you look up at that scoreboard and you see 6-0. Outside, it misses. Napier checks the runner at third. Comes with the 0-2. High chopper to Rogers at third. He'll pick, he'll fire, and that is the inning. Apollo, though, adds 4 more. We head to the bottom of 2. Apollo leads 6-0. It's Cougar Baseball on K105.
Discover the heart of Litchfield at Hometown Hangout, your go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. It's more than just a place, it's an experience. Enjoy mouth-watering bites and exciting games in an atmosphere that buzzes with local charm. At Hometown Hangout, we're not just serving up food, we're dishing out memories. Join the community's newest hotspot and make every visit a story to share. Find us on West White Oak Street in Litchfield. Connect with us on Facebook for all the latest.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Grayson County trails 6-0, bottom of the second inning against the Apollo Eagles. Cam Fulkerson will lead off. Cole, the Cougs need some runs.
Yeah, absolutely need some runs here. Put some stuff on the board. Give Gage some well-deserved run support.
We mentioned some of the issues with wins and losses, and it's not rocket science, Cole. If you don't hit the ball, it's going to be hard to win. In their 16 wins this year, Grayson County hitting .373 with an OPS of .96. In their losses, hitting .241. First pitch is high for ball 1 from Lanham to Fulkerson. It's not rocket science. If you hit the ball, you're going to have a chance of winning. And the Cougs have done a better job at that over these last couple of weeks. Fulkerson, line drive right at Milburn at third. He didn't even have to move. Out number 1.
Can't even be mad about that. It was ripped by Cameron. If that gets past the third baseman, that's probably 2 bagger.
Gage Napier, starting pitcher. He has hits in 4 of his last 5. ERA of 2.34 with 16 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a triple. And a generous called strike outside corner. First one there from Lanham. Lanham pitching with a lot of confidence, and it helps a lot. Breaking ball drops in there for a called strike. It helps a lot when you're up 6-0. You can pitch completely different. Fouls off. It does look like some movement is going on in the Grayson County bullpen. Looks like both Jaron Van Meter and Levi Rogers are going down to warm up for the Cougars. Pops straight up. It's going to go out of play and head right behind us and take a nice bounce. Almost hit a small child over there, Cole.
Hope he's okay.
I said it almost did. As it bounces in, goes 1-2.
That pitch had probably some of the craziest movement I've ever seen out of a high school pitcher, ever.
And did I mention he's not in their top 3?
Yeah, multiple times.
1-2 is fouled off. And that's not me taking a shot at Lanham by any stretch. It's just more of Apollo that has better rotations than some major league teams.
Oh, yeah.
Swing and a miss, Napier down on strikes. And by that, I'm not trying to say that, they could go out there and pitch, although they could probably shut down the Reds' offense. But they played a little better.
Ellie De La Cruz could do whatever he wanted.
Except he'd probably strike out. So much breaking balls.
No.
Listen, I can say that as...
Don't hate on my guy.
As a Reds fan. Ball knock into the box for Grayson. Chase hit 253. First pitch. Base hit, right field. Drops in there. First hit of the game for Grayson County.
Broke up.
Chase Bonnock sends it to the right side. Jake Bratcher had a 5-game hit streak, snapped last time out. He's been 267 with 15 RBIs and 3 doubles.
Let's see Chase move a little there.
First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Bonnock, the runner at first, plus speed.
Very quick.
He is knee-high to a grasshopper, but he is quick. And there's the pickoff move. It's Lanham's way of saying, hey, I know you're there. You're good. I think we need a Ellie De La Cruz, Chase Bonnock picture.
They're the same player.
I mean, they look identical. Bratcher pops a sky-high one right side. First baseman Blanford backs, has it. That's the inning. Grayson County's had a base runner in the first 2, but they trail 6-0 against Apollo. Cougar baseball on K105.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family, close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Grayson County trails 6-0, heading to the 3rd inning of play here from Breckenridge County. Apollo will have 5, 6, 7 in the order against Gage Napier. Kind of an interesting oddity that happened this year in the 3rd region tournaments. And you think that out of the 4 districts that make up the 3rd region, there are 5 tournaments that get drawn. volleyball, boys and girls basketball, baseball, and fast-pitch softball, and you have district champions against district runner-up in all of those matchups. This year, the 12th district, which is the Grayson County, Edmondson, Butler, Whitesville, Trinity district, as first pitch misses low to Strode, has drawn the 9th, which is Apollo, Catholic, Owensboro, and Davis County. 1-0 comes from Napier, misses high, ball 2. Have drawn that district 9 out of the potential 10 matchups. And there's a ground ball. Rogers on the low bounce, picks, he'll throw off, and it's a wild throw. Shirella had it, tried to put the tag on, but it is not. Grayson County's 3rd error of the game has a leadoff runner on base.
That was one of Levi's biggest struggles last year, is not being able to throw very clean throws down to first base.
Jody Nutt coming out to talk to Gage Napier right now, having a one-on-one conversation. And we are going to have a pitching change for Grayson County. Runner on first base, nobody out, top of the 3rd inning. Grayson County will have a new starting pitcher coming in. We'll tell you who that is after this. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-8338-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Snap Chiropractic in Litchfield puts you in charge of your health. Our board-certified chiropractors believe life's good when you feel good. That's why we're dedicated to pain relief and prevention. We offer top-notch care tailored to your needs, ensuring you live your life to the fullest. At Snap Chiropractic, we make feeling good a snap. Join our community of wellness today. Your health, your way. Discover more at snapchiropractors.com.
Not again. You don't mess with underground power lines.
Should have contacted 811. They'll mark those utility lines free.
Yeah, but this guy ain't real bright.
Neither is the neighborhood.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Jared Van Meter is the new pitcher for Grayson County as the Cougs trail 6-0, top of the 3rd inning. Will Strode, the runner on first. For Van Meter, his 11th game, 5-1, ERA of 3.14. The biggest story for Jaron this year has been walks, 40 walks in 35 and 2/3 of an inning. They'll face Ty Lil Pop, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. He does have 51 strikeouts. He is a different pitcher than Gage Napier. First off, Cole, you could go with the most obvious one, which is he's a hook. He's a lefty.
Well.
Or you can make fun of Jaron's height if you want.
I'll hear
Pitch
about
swinging
that later.
high. Jaron, that was Cole that said that, not me. He's a lefty. And a little different.
Oh, yeah.
Spoken as the left-handed person on this broadcast. Pitch misses high, and it's 2-1. I want to go back to that point that I was making, though, that the 9th versus the 12th oddity. Cole, I don't know that I did this math right, but I think I did. So for 9 out of the 10 potential matchups to be 9th versus 12th, the odds of that happening, there's a fly ball deep into right field. Shirella is going back, can't make the play. He's going to go against the wall. He lost the ball. Runners are pretty much going to have to just advance one base. You have runners on first and second. Another error on Grayson County out in the field, this time on Lane and Shirella. The defensive changes for Grayson County as well. Napier moves from the mound to first. Shirella has obviously moved to right. Fulkerson moves from right to left. Bradley moves from left to center. Those are the changes on the field. So it's from left to right in the outfield. Fulkerson, Bradley, Shirella.
a mouthful.
Michael Cheney. Ground ball up and hits Van Meter on the leg. And it's going to go into shallow left field. Play coming home is not going to be in time. Backside try to advance to third. Runner is safe as well. Hopefully Jarian is okay. That one, and backside the runner advances to second without paying attention. I think Grayson County called time. Did they not? The coach was already on the field. And if you're Jody Nutt, you might have a conversation on that, but it appears that they're not. Jaren says he's okay. They were coming out to check on the runner, so wild play there.
He's tough. Jaren's a tough kid. But that looked like it hurt.
So second and third, nobody out. Brock Berger, 0 for 1. Reached on an error in his first plate appearance. Pitch misses high for ball 1. The odds, though, Cole, of that happening are 1 in 19,683.
I think Jason Kincaid should buy a lottery ticket.
I think he'd probably want to do the opposite. Swing and a miss, pitch high, because Grayson County, or the 12th district in those games, has only one win so far.
Who was that?
Do we need to, do you need to?
I forget.
You can do this. You got this.
Butler County.
There you go. Butler County basketball. Ball bounces away to the backstop. That'll play another run, and it's 8-0 Apollo. Cheney advances down to third. Actually, it is a courtesy runner. That's Lane Skinner. Left-handed hitting Berger against Van Meter. Called strike outside, evening us up at 2-2. Again, I'm not trying to say there's any funny business. There's obviously not between that. I've been to these draws, and they are random. But it is odd.
It's very, very, very odd.
Break even. Swing and a miss. Berger goes down on strikes. That'll be the pitcher, Garrett Lanham. He walked in his first plate appearance.
That's how you throw to a lefty right there, though. It's a lefty. Just threw him away, low and away to him, and just blew a bomb.
I mean, for Grayson County today, 4 errors.
You know,
it's the third inning.
They were clean early on this year.
Ground ball hits off of Van Meter again on the mound, and the runners are safe. What did Jaron Van Meter do to upset Apollo? Van Meter has been hit by 2 comebackers in this inning, and it is 9-0 Apollo.
I think there's a magnet in the ball, and Jaron's got some metal in his leg or something. There has to be, because that's unprecedented.
2 have hit Van Meter on comebackers in this inning. It's 9-0 Apollo. Grayson Smith, he's 2 for 2. He's singled and doubled. And double, he snuck down the third base line in his first plate appearance. This is outside ball 1. Van Meter is the new pitcher in for Grayson County. Cougars have had some bad luck in this game because really Apollo over top of the hit is over top of Bratcher. It goes into the hole in right center field. They'll fling it in. Lanham will advance to third. Still only 1 out in this inning on the base hit into right center. I mean, really, though, Cole, for the most part, other than the hit that was ripped down that third base line, it's not like Apollo is hitting the ball extremely hard.
No.
They're just
Only had
finding open spots.
Had, what, 2 balls go to center field?
Yeah, and I mean, poor Jaron Van Meter has probably taken the brunt of 2 of the hardest hit balls of the game.
He's going to be pretty bruised up tomorrow morning.
Ross Milburn. Pickoff move. Runner will advance, called strike, defensive indifference allows Smith to steal second. Second and third, 1 down, top of 3, Apollo on top, 9-0. Popped up, out of play. Heading towards the Apollo fans off to our right. They've started grilling some burgers, Cole, and
Smells good.
I tell you, it smells like we're not going to mention them, the restaurant that sells the sliders. It smells like those. They don't sponsor us, so I'm not going to give them a mention, but you probably know the one I'm talking about.
I do not. I'm lost. I'm seriously lost right now, Sam.
I'll tell you the break. There's not one of them. I guess there's one in E-Town.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's white on the outside.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Break even. Coming from Van Meter. Outside. And it goes to 3 and 2. Fly ball, left center field, going back, looking up. That ball's off the wall. Bradley will pick it up on the bounce. He'll advance, getting it in, going to third. It is a triple for Apollo. They now lead 11-0. Ross Milburn triples off the wall. Nick Beeler is out to talk with his pitching, with his pitcher, Jaron Van Meter, and at this point, Cole, not really sure what you can do, and are we going to have a switch? It appears that we will. Well, yes, a new pitcher will come into the game for Grayson County. We'll tell you who it is after this, as Grayson County trails 11-0. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
What a tool! He could hit a gas line.
Wait, he's contacting 811.
They'll mark the underground utilities free.
Turns out he is smarter than he looks.
Know what's below 811 before you dig. Not again. You don't mess with underground power lines.
Should have contacted 811. They'll mark those utility lines free.
Yeah, but this guy ain't real bright.
Neither is the neighborhood.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Cougars haven't helped themselves out today. They trail 11-0 in the top of the third inning against the Breckenridge County, or here at Breckenridge County against Apollo. Your line score right now, Apollo 11 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Grayson County no runs, 1 hit, 4 errors. New pitcher Levi Rogers. Levi, his 13th game, record of 4-6, 3.48 ERA, 73 strikeouts and 42 walks. He got the start in the district championship against Edmonson County on Tuesday, and Cole, he was really good.
Very, very good. I didn't see much of him, but he played very, very well.
The changes to the field, Bradley moves from center to left. Van Meter goes from the mound to center. Fulkerson moves back to right. Shirella is now at first. Napier is now at second. Bratcher is now at third. First pitch from Rogers misses inside for ball 1. Sam Holder is the hitter for the Cougs. Breaking ball misses high. It's 2-0. The Cougs, you just got to get out of this inning and start swinging the bats and just hope something wild can happen. Swing, miss outside. This is not quite March Madness, but it is May Madness here, Memorial Day. You get the opportunity here to hey, try and open up the bats a little bit. But you also got to find a way to slow down this team. It does close the line on the starting pitcher, Gage Napier. He goes 2 innings, 2+, 4 hits, 7 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a hit by pitch. 3-1 pitch. Apparently missed. It's outside, and there's runners on the corners now on the walk to Holder. It's Ben Rogers' issue when he has struggled at times this year. 42 walks.
He's a lot more calm this year. I mean, at least his walks are a lot more controlled. Last year, he was having issues with a lot of pass balls when he'd come in. But he's improved a lot as a pitcher.
And he is, I mean, you got to think, Levi Jr., runner is off. It'll be indifference on the first pitch inside to Blandford. You got to think, though, with Levi and Gage, that's a good 1-2 moving into next year for this Grayson County team of having a senior and a junior that you can really trust. Swing and a miss outside. And I know Jody Nutt really likes Landon Haycraft on the mound as well. The biggest issue is that Grayson County doesn't have another catcher really on the team. Garrett Bradley is the other one, but he's been dealing with a lower leg injury over these last couple of weeks. Cold strike. Count goes to 1-2, 1 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. So he's not been able to catch. So Haycraft hasn't been able to pitch. Swing and a pitch in the dirt. It is a drop 3rd strike. Backside, the runner's going to advance to home, and he is going to score because Sharella dropped the ball on the transfer. It is 12-0 Apollo.
Now batting the DH, number 7.
And it has gone from bad to worse for Grayson County in the game. It's 12-0 Apollo, 2 down in the inning. Will Strode is hitting. Ground ball to Bonnock at short. On the high bounce, he'll take it, he'll throw, and that is the inning. The nightmare scenario has gotten even worse for Grayson. They trail 12-0, so we head to the bottom of 3. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Not again. You don't mess with underground power lines.
Should have contacted 811. They'll mark those utility lines free.
Yeah, but this guy ain't real bright.
Neither is the neighborhood.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
It's rolling. They trail 12-0 against Apollo. It's the bottom of 3, 12-0. Apollo has the lead against Grayson County. It'll be Bradley, Haycraft, Van Meter to go up against Garrett Lanham. Cougs only have 1 hit in the game. They also have a runner that reached base via a walk. Garrett Bradley's been the freshman phenom for Grayson County. He's on a 7-game hitting streak in this month of May. And during that streak, hitting .588 with 10 RBIs and an OPS of almost 1.4. That'll get it done. Slow ground ball, third baseman Milburn charges, slings it sidearm, and gets Bradley by a step for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Back to the top of the lineup for the catcher, Landon Haycraft. Haycraft 0 for 1, grounded out on the high chopper to the shortstop Smith. That was one of those plays, Cole, that the turf made it easier for the fielder.
Absolutely.
Cold strike outside corner, first one to Haycraft. Cougs have really not even had Lanham Sweat out on the mound. Breaking ball misses high for ball 1. Grayson hasn't won a game in the region tournament since 2014. That's when they lost in the region championship to Davis County. Davis County's head coach in that game. There's a popper right side. First baseman Blanford will make the play in foul territory for out number 2. The head coach of that team, though, for Davis County was Brandon Dennis, who is head coach of Apollo right now. Van Meter steps in. He worked a walk, stole second in his first plate appearance. And first pitch swinging is to the left side, out of play. Grayson trails 11-0, or rather 12-0 against Apollo. Breaking ball misses inside for ball 1. Called strike outside, and we go to 1-2 to Van Meter. Rogers will presumably be back out to pitch in the 4th. Van Meter flies one into deep center field. Going back is Pate. Looking up, it's over his head and all the way to the wall. Rattles around out there. Van Meter goes into second. He turns hard at second, almost trips, and is able to go back to second. He was thinking 3, but fell as he was going around. Kept his balance and luckily was able to get back to second. Van Meter goes up to second, and it'll now be Landon Sharella to hit. Sharella popped off to the left side in his first plate appearance. Sharella .419 with runners in scoring position this season. And he fouls it behind the plate. If you're Grayson too, Cole, there's no such thing as a 12-run home run.
Nope, you got to get it back one swing at a time.
But at the same time, this is not a 4-1 game.
No.
Like, you got to start stringing together consecutive hits and consecutive base runners. Inside, really nice stop behind the dish by the catcher, Cheney. Goes inside, moving us to 1-1. Good crowd on both sides. Game 2 will be Meade and Muhlenberg, as the winner of this game will face them tomorrow here at 5:30. Back pick, Van Meter in there easily. One thing that you've realized from Apollo, the pickoff moves have not been good at all today.
Smith tried to sneak in behind him to get it, but a little too late.
1-1 to Sharella. Fly ball, left right center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Van Meter will easily score. Sharella takes a hard turnaround first. The center fielder Pate got over quick, so Sharella will have to stay at first. But Landon Sharella picks up RBI number 31 on the year, and it's 12-1.
Need a lot more timely hitting like you just had right there. Runners in scoring position. Sharella gives a good little strike to right center field. Makes it 12-1.
Rogers in, flew out to deep center. His first plate appearance. Trying to extend his hitting streak to 11 here against Garrett Lanham, the starting pitcher. Outside it goes, ball 1. Sometimes you just need one run, Cole, to at least build some confidence in a team, but you're going to need about 4 or 5 in each of these innings to keep pace with Apollo. Fouls it off, does Rogers. Just got enough of it to send it to the backstop. Sharella, the runner at first. Rogers, you mentioned it in his first plate appearance, really crowds the box. 1-1, misses outside again, and it'll go to 2-1.
Apollo fans didn't like that one, I don't think.
It was outside. We can tell from our vantage point better than they can.
They don't agree.
2-1, misses again, and it's 3-1. to Grayson County's best bat, the cleanup hitter, Levi Rogers. Sharella, the runner at first. Coming with the pitch, popped up left side, long run from Milburn, large foul territory, and right in front of the Grayson County dugouts will make the play. Grayson County, though, does get one. We head to the fourth. It's 12-1. Apollo leads. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
Discover the heart of Litchfield at Hometown Hangout, your go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. It's more than just a place, it's an experience. Enjoy mouth-watering bites and exciting games in an atmosphere that buzzes with local charm. At Hometown Hangout, we're not just serving up food, we're dishing out memories. Join the community's newest hotspot and make every visit a story to share. Find us on West White Oak Street in Litchfield. Connect with us on Facebook for all the latest.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Welcome back to Breckenridge County High School, where the Cougars trail Apollo 12-1. Top of the fourth inning. Sam and Cole with you here. Cole, it's been good to get you back on the mic. I feel like you were supposed to do 2 or 3 games this year, and each one got canceled.
It was like 3 or 4.
That was the story of us with this Cougar baseball team, though, all year.
And then there was
some really bad luck with rain.
Yeah. Glad to be here. It's been a while. What was it last time?
It's like riding a bike. I believe the last time you did it, Levi Rogers had a walk-off hit.
I do.
Against Butler County.
Yep. I didn't do any basketball?
No. You might have worked a basketball game. But
yeah.
Number 6, Kyle Lilpaw.
Stephen Smith is that spot now locked down.
It's all right.
Might add some changes here. We have a new batter, or it's an on-deck hitter. There will be some changes in the field for Apollo. We'll keep track of that. Looks like Gunnar Hendricks is awaiting on deck, but this will be Ty Lilpop. He's 0 for 1. Been hit by a pitch and reached on an error. Cougars have 4 errors in this game and 3 hits. 2 more errors than hits. It's no wonder you're losing. Pitch high and inside is fouled off. This Grayson County team returns a lot next year, does lose 2 big seniors with Van Meter and Sharella. Here's a called strike going to 0-2. No, Landon wants to be a pharmacist, I believe. Don't know what Jaron wants to do.
I don't think Jaron knows what Jaron wants to do.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. 0-2, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Backdoors the pitch for a called strike.
Now batting number 22, Gunnar Hendricks.
Pinch hitter is going to be Gunnar Hendricks, hitting 158 with 9 RBIs and 3 doubles. For the freshman trying to, why not give Apollo, appears to be well on their way to moving on to the 3rd Region semifinals tomorrow. They get the advantage of playing the early game. Called strike. In fact, it looks like Carter Kimmel is warming up in the bullpen as well, which is interesting. Kimmel is called strike in low. Goes to 1-2. Kimmel's their 2nd best pitcher. That's interesting, Cole. And he might just be getting, as there's a swing at a pitch low, and it goes all the way to the backstop. That is going to be a drop third strike, swinging, reaching on a wild pitch.
Now batting the second baseman.
Maybe the Apollo's planning on throwing their 2 or their 3 tomorrow. Maybe they're going to keep him under that 25.
Courtesy running for the Eagles, number 14, Waylon Skinner.
Oh no, we'll see. Should be interesting.
Do have a pinch runner down at first. That'll be Skinner, Lane Skinner. Pitch misses high. Brock Berger, the hitter. Wind is really picked up here. Cole's water went flying. Line drive back up the middle. Van Meter charges in, but it drops in front of him. That's a base hit by Brock Berger. And Garrett Lana, the pitcher. He hit that hard ground ball that hit off of Jaron Van Meter in the last inning. And Van Meter had some really bad luck on the mound today as he got scalded by 2 line drives. Pitch apparently missed.
I don't know that I agree with that.
Looked pretty good from our vantage point. Home plate umpire Tommy Burris, he disagreed. 1-0. And we're in the same exact spot. He goes with a fastball. This time it is a cold strike from Rogers. Cougars trail 12-1 here in the top of the 4th. This is outside. Rogers has good movement on his pitches, and once he just learns to control it a little bit more, he's got a nice future. And it helps, too, when you can flat out smash it at the plate. Another one goes to the backstop. Both runners will advance. 3-1 pitch now puts 2 in scoring position.
And that's one thing you will say about Levi is his control from last year to this year. It's night and day. He still has some control issues, but he is probably 2 times the pitcher he was last year.
And the hope is that next year it'll be even better.
Oh, yeah. And I think it will be. He gets a lot of reps in the summer.
3-1. Line drive, left field, base hit. 1 run scores. They're going to wave around Berger as well. The throw coming in by Bradley is cut off by Sharella. And Apollo now leads 14-0 on the 2-run single by Garrett Lana. Lanham does advance to second on the throw. That'll be Grayson Smith.
Now batting for the Eagles, the shortstop, number 21.
Single to left twice and doubled.
Courtesy running at second base, number 9, Riley Logan.
Courtesy runner for Apollo as well, Riley Logan. Will be running down at second for the pitcher. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. 14-1, Apollo leads. Top of the 4th inning. Pickoff in safe, just ahead of the tag is Logan. Been some close calls at second for the Eagles. They had 1 runner picked off earlier in the game. Fly ball left field, hit well. Going back as Bradley jumps into the air and makes the catch right up against the wall. Nice play made by Bradley. Second out of the inning.
Acrobatic grab there from Garrett Bradley, who he's looked pretty good this year. I'm surprised he didn't play some for us last year as an 8th grader. But
Bradley, not the biggest guy in the world, but he can hit.
He can hit.
It doesn't matter if you're 4'2". If you can hit, that's all that really matters. Fields his possession pretty well as well. Ross Milburn, 2 for 3, tripled in his last plate appearance. And ball bounces away. You can tell that Landon Haycraft is struggling ever so slightly with the turf. Cougars have played only a couple of games this year on turf. Used to playing on dirt and the ball bounces different. There's a swing and a miss, the pitch outside to Milburn. It does bounce a little different. And it's tough when you do not play on turf often. Same thing in football.
Yeah. It's massive. I don't know why I said massive like that.
Another one bounces away, pitch in the dirt. That'll allow Logan to advance.
What I was not going to say is a massive difference between grass and turf, especially in that whenever the ball's bouncing up to you, it likes to take. It's a little more predictable on turf, but they're not really used to that where they're playing on dirt every game.
Fifth wild pitch of the game for Grayson. 2-1. Popped off right side. Long run for Shirella, the first baseman, but he's called off by the right fielder Fulkerson, who will make the play. Apollo, though, adds 2 more. They lead 14-1 as we head to the bottom of 4. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Cam Fulkerson leads off the bottom of the 4th inning for Grayson County. They trail Apollo 14-1. Sam and Cole back here with you from right behind the dish at Breckenridge County High School. The line so far on Lanham, 3 innings, 3 hits, a run, a walk, and a strikeout against Grayson County. Fulkerson 0 for 1, lined out to the third baseman Milburn in his first plate appearance.
He had a hard hit ball in his first plate appearance, but
first pitch drops in there for a strike right at the knees. Fulkerson is one of these young players, these young freshmen that Grayson County is looking to build around over these next couple of years. He sends one right field. It's shallow. Lillipop, though, was playing in and will make it for out number 1 here in the 4th inning.
And I hear Cameron's also pretty cold at cornhole, too. Very good at cornhole.
And he's also a fisher, from what I understand.
Man of many talents.
I can sling it on some cornhole every once in a while.
I think he would whoop you.
It's been a while. Gage Napier fouls it off behind the dish. I had a former boss that was a very good cornhole player. And I remember playing a game against him one time, and it was a challenge. Misses inside. It's 1-1 to Napier. Napier struck out in his first plate appearance against Lanham. Lanham comes with a 1-1. Napier pops it off behind the plate. Skinner is going to come. Diving play. He did not make it. Hendricks re-entered the game. He is catching, and he did not make the play. As Cole, that happened right in front of us, but we're back far enough that we couldn't tell whether he made the catch or not.
See, I could tell whenever Tommy turned around and just smiled.
Lanham delivers the pitch and it's fouled off by Napier. Napier leads the team in quality at bats and also pitches seen. He's good at working the count.
It's a Chase Blaine type of set right there.
Chase loves himself some quality at bats. Slow ground ball to the shortstop Berger. Right at him. And he'll throw out Napier for out number 2 here in the 4th. Chase Bonnock steps in. He had a hit in his first plate appearance. He wasted no time. Set one into right field on the first pitch he saw against Lanham back in the 2nd. Pitch misses high to Balnock. Lanham only thrown 50 pitches here in this fourth inning as Grayson trails 14-1. Ball goes outside, and it is 2-0. Meade County and Muhlenberg await the winner of this game today, as it's popped off in foul territory, right side, going back, diving play down to a knee. The catcher makes the play, and that is the inning. We head to the fifth. 14-1 Apollo. It's Cougar baseball on K105.
For more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Grayson County trails 14-1 as we head to the fifth. Against the Apollo Eagles, Levi Rogers back out for another inning of work. They'll be facing 3-4-5 in this inning. Apollo will try to add some insurance runs to their already 13-run lead. Sam Holder leads off.
Sam Holder.
His sacrifice fly, a walk, and a single today. Rogers only thrown 30 pitches. First pitch fouls off. And that, I think, ended up hitting off of Tommy Burris.
It's somebody.
Might have been a double doink, in fact.
Cody Parkey.
Sorry, Bears fans.
I didn't feel like apologizing.
The 0-1. Misses high to Holder. Apollo appears to be on their way to facing either Meade or Muhlenberg, and it's going to be a great game. Muhlenberg is a really good team and called strike at the knees. It's maybe the only team in the region that can compete with Apollo pitching-wise. Very deep. Catholic also has some good arms. It's inside, and it'll even us up here at 2. I know Catholic and Edmondson, they'll play at 4. And the nightcap is the host, Breckenridge County, against Ohio County. Count will go full as Rogers misses with a pitch high. Ball in the dirt. It is ball 4. Check swing. Did not go. Holder reaches base for the 4th time today. And Easton Blanford, who, if there's been somebody that Grayson County has been able to get out today, it has been Blanford. Grounded out twice and struck out.
Hope that's not an announcer's jinx.
No such thing.
It exists.
Does not.
It does.
There have been plenty of opportunities proving differently. Fly ball. Shallow left field. Balnock and Bradley converge, and it is the left fielder Bradley that will make it. What was that about that announcer's jinx? That's right.
No comment.
The Kent State commit, Will Strode, and another guy that Grayson County's had his number so far. 0 for 3. It's reached by an error in this game, though. Also struck out against Grayson County. Breaking ball didn't break enough.
Hope he's
goes high.
Hope he's ready to learn Maction. I mean, He's going to be going to the MAC.
There was a time, bouncing low, that he'd have potentially been playing Western.
No comment.
It was close. If you know.
CUSA tops.
You know. Called strike. Misses low. Cole's a manager for the WKU football team. They get to open up and take down one of the nation's top programs. Game 1. Runners off. Ball low. Holder will have the bag stolen. Down at second.
Nick Saban was scared of us. That's why he left.
Oh, it's 100% the issue. He didn't want to face the tops. Last time he did, he almost killed Lane Kiffin in the fourth quarter.
Big Red's a scary man.
3-1. Hit right field. It's going to drop in there for a base hit. Fulkerson will score. Holder will round and come in. Backside, the throw comes. The throw, the tag, safe. Holder just barely gets in. It's weird because there is not a plate. So a hit into right field makes it a 15-1 game.
I don't know anything about turf baseball fields. Why is there not a plate?
I don't know. At least one even built in and painted. Ty Lilpop, he's 0 for 2. He fouls it off. 15-1 Apollo here in this third region quarterfinal, 5th inning. Check swing did not go and bounces in. Actually, Strode did not advance on that play. I thought he did. Right back up the middle. He's going to advance now. It's first hit of the game for Lilpop. And runners on first and second with one down.
Now batting the catcher, number 22, Gunnar Hendricks.
It'll be Gunnar Hendricks back in to catch. Hendricks 0 for 1, but reached on a strikeout in his first plate appearance, and he fouls it off.
Yo, for Apollo to be so good, their dugout is silent.
A lot of that could be, this is what they expected to happen.
It's disrespectful.
They're the favorite. Them and Owensboro Catholic. That's your expected region championship game. Now Breck being the host, you never really know. Muhlenberg Meade, one of those teams could spoil it. But, I mean, if you were setting the DraftKings odds, your favorites are coming from the 9th District this year.
As usual.
Now, in the softball tournaments, Davis County, as there's a hard ground ball through left side. Rounding and coming in to score is going to be Strode. Play coming to third, not fielded cleanly. Backside advancing to second is Hendricks, and Apollo now leads 16-1.
Now batting number 14, Waylon Skinner.
Skinner will come in to pinch hit.
Courtesy running for the Eagles, number 2, William Wilkins.
And a courtesy runner is going to be Will Wilkins. Down at second. 16-1. Lane Skinner is 0 for 7. Scored 9 runs, though. Primarily been used in a courtesy runner situation.
He can find some green grass out there, some green turf. He'll play 2 probably.
One down here in the 5th, 16-1, Apollo leads. Rogers delivers the pitch, and it's fouled off. That one was coming back into our business there.
I didn't jump, though.
Well, I'd hope not. It wasn't necessarily that close. Ball low, 1-1.
Wind's a blowing.
Say, wind is very much picked up. Foul ball. It is 1-2. That feels nice, though.
Yeah, it does.
One ball, 2 strikes, 1 down, top of the 5th. Skinner, ground ball, backhanded by Bonnock at short. The throw, not in time.
Not on the bag.
That'll score to make it 17-1 Apollo. And Bonnock had no play there.
Trilla was probably 5 feet from the bag.
But even then,
yeah,
you're not going to get the runner out. 17-1. Apollo leads. Eagles have had 14 hits. Pitch high for ball 1 to Garrett Lanham. He's 2 for 2. He's walked and singled twice. Inside, it hits him in the head. And Cole, that's why you wear a helmet.
Yeah.
And luckily, Lanham appears that he's okay.
Now batting the shortstop, number 21, Grayson Smith.
Another courtesy runner.
Courtesy running for the Eagles, number 9, Riley Logan.
Riley Logan down at first, bases loaded, 1 down, 17-1, Apollo leads. Rodney Morris is warming up in the Grayson County bullpen. First pitch swinging, Smith fouls it off. Smith 3 for 4 today. He singled twice and doubled. Smith watches it outside. Nice stop by Haycraft behind the plate. We have that wind. I'm almost wondering if Breckenridge County might have set it up that way because it's kind of blowing from the concession stand to us here. So one thing I like about being at Donley Field, Cole, is that, usually they'll bring us a hot dog or something. Ground ball to Bonnock, throwing to first. The stretch pulls him off the bag. Runners score. Let's see what they'll score that as we do have. They're going to say it's a hit.
Now batting third baseman.
I don't know that I agree with that.
Cole, I am the unofficial official score.
I ran game changer for a year. I don't agree.
And I'm going to say that's an error. On the shortstop, Nick Beeler, the pitching coach, comes out to talk with Levi Rogers, and he's made the call to the bullpen. Grayson County trails 18-1, 1 down here in the 5th. We'll come back after this.
Discover the heart of Litchfield at Hometown Hangout, your go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. It's more than just a place, it's an experience. Enjoy mouth-watering bites and exciting games in an atmosphere that buzzes with local charm. At Hometown Hangout, we're not just serving up food, we're dishing out memories. Join the community's newest hotspot and make every visit a story to share. Find us on West White Oak Street in Litchfield. Connect with us on Facebook for all the latest.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Owensboro Health offers excellent care for your entire family. Close to home in Grayson County with locations in Litchfield, Big Clifty, and Caneyville. Our primary care providers are experts in managing high blood pressure, diabetes, and other chronic conditions, so you can stay healthy and feel your best. Make an appointment today with one of our primary care providers at owensborohealth.org/primary care.
Welcome back here to Breckenridge County High School. New pitcher Rodney Morris. 7th game, 1-1 record, and ERA just above 10. 14 strikeouts, 10 walks. Only 14 innings pitched for the young hurler for Grayson County. I do believe he's a clean swap. Jake Bradshaw is now out of the game. Levi Rogers moves from the mound to third. 4th pitcher to pitch in the game for Grayson County. Jody Nutt just trying to get through it. As Cougars trail 18-1.
Now batting for the Eagles, the third baseman, number 24, Ross Milburn.
Young freshman, he's pitched 14 innings here. He's given up 22 runs. He does have an ERA of 10.5, though.
Ross Milburn to hit. It's 2 for 4. And first pitch swing is a fly ball back at a deep left center field. Van Meter going back, looking up. It's off the wall. Van Meter will pick it up. That's going to score at least 3. And Apollo now leads 21-1. It is Sam Holder now to step in. Apollo leads 21-1. Holder has walked in his last 2 plate appearances. That will close the book on Levi Rogers today. Rogers goes 2+, pitch high. 6 hits, 9 runs, 7 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a hit by pitch. Morris comes with a 1-0, and it just misses high. It's 2-0. Cole, I'm a little surprised that one wasn't the old. It's 21-1. Let's make that strike zone just expand just a little bit. Make it get a little bit bigger here. It's a 20-run game, and if the Cougs come back and score 20 in this next inning,
I'll shave my head.
Brandon Dennis will have nothing to complain about to the home plate umpire. Listen, if you give up 20 runs in an inning, you got a lot of problems. Morris misses outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Easton Blanford, 0 for 4.
Now batting the first baseman, number 13, Easton Blanford.
15 hits for Apollo today. Cougars have 5 errors. But it's been safe to say it's just not been the Cougars' morning. Morris pops it out of, or rather Morris delivers to Blanford, who pops it out of play. This will be our final sports broadcast of this season. We do have some summer ball coming up, but we don't have any streams of those, no home games. I believe those start on Saturday, as the Lady Cougars will be playing inside. It hits Blanford. He'll reach base.
Now batting the
Be Will Strode.
17, Will Strode.
They'll play down in Bowling Green on Saturday. Cougar basketball team, they're going to play again in that Collins tournament. And they'll play Indian Hill High School in their first game. That'll be played on the Friday, the 21st, whatever that Friday is. They're at Collins. They play, though, their first game at a church.
Interesting.
In that area. Cole, do you know where Indian Hill High School is?
No, I don't.
It's in Cincinnati.
Oh.
To say Indian Hill High School, I looked it up just because I was interested in the stat. The average income of Indian Hill, it's fouled off, is just about $200,000 a year.
Is that all? Is that all?
A couple of people that live there right now or have lived there. Peter Frampton. Cole, I hope you know who that is.
Mm-mm.
You don't?
No.
I think it was fouled off on the hit there. So it's 1 and 2. As gosh, you don't know who Peter Frampton is?
I don't.
Show me the way. Somebody's got to be. Got to.
Who else has lived there?
Call up. I mean, I'm just distraught that you don't know. Carson Palmer lived there. That's where a lot of the pro athletes will live. Foul ball off, and it'll go 1 and 2. And also, I learned when I was doing my research, and again, this is very off topic, but it's 21-1, Cole. The CEO of McDonald's was raised there, which I didn't know. I didn't know he was a Cincinnatian.
Wow.
1-2. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Strode goes down on strikes. It'll be Ty Lilpop.
Now batting the right fielder, number 6, Ty Lilpop.
Ty Lilpop, 1 for 3. Fouled it off. But still, good luck to them. And I know the Lady Cougars are going to be playing. There is a girls basketball equivalent to that huge Collins tournament that's held at GRC, George Rogers Clark. I believe the Lady Cougars are playing in that. So hopefully they can do well there. Let's see. Jaron Van Meter's dad over to our left, and I'm sure he's going to turn his attention towards Sutton, who's Jaron's little sister, and maybe she can get some college looks at that event. Popped off behind the plate.
Silly has popped off his elbow.
It did. It might have been on the interior portion of the bat. That would have been one of those that if we were using wooden bats, probably would have broken it. 1-2 count, bases loaded. 7 have crossed here in the 5th. And there's a fly ball crushed. Deep left center field. Going back is Van Meter. It's off the wall. Rolls around there. 1 run will score. A 2nd run will score. And I give Apollo a lot of credit there. They hold up the 3rd. There's no point in Cole adding any more. It is 23-1. Apollo leads Grayson.
Now batting the catcher, number 22, Gunnar Hendricks.
Gunnar Hendricks, 1 for 2. Lil Pop on 2nd. Blanford is on 3rd. Morris inside. It does not hit the runner. And good on Apollo. They don't advance. They could have scored, but Brandon Dennis says, hey, no, 23 is enough. Morris comes with a 1-0. Outside it goes. Apollo will play either Meade or Muhlenberg. That game will get started in just over an hour. Here from Breckenridge County High School. I saw some Muhlenberg County fans and some Meade County fans have made their way here. I have yet to see either team, though. They very well could be behind us on the softball field warming up, though. Have you seen them walk in yet, Cole?
I've not. Not been paying attention, though.
Thanks. That was your job.
Oh.
Foul ball. So actually not, it's a foul ball. It's a slow roller right back to Shirella. He'll step on first, and that is the inning. Grayson County trails 23-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's Cougar Baseball on K105.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Snap Chiropractic in Litchfield puts you in charge of your health. Our board-certified chiropractors believe life's good when you feel good. That's why we're dedicated to pain relief and prevention. We offer top-notch care tailored to your needs, ensuring you live your life to the fullest. At Snap Chiropractic, we make feeling good a snap. Join our community of wellness today. Your health, your way. Discover more at Snap Chiropractic.
Not again. You don't mess with underground power lines.
Should have contacted 811. They'll mark those utility lines free.
Yeah, but this guy ain't real bright.
Neither is the neighborhood.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
Safe to say, Grayson County needs the rally cap song. They trail 23-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Cougars will need 13 in this inning if they want to have this game extend to a 6th. Rodney Morris will lead off for Grayson. Tough end to, it's been a great season for Grayson County. Started off great, hit some lulls, but you know, the goal for this team every single year, Cole, you know it is to win the district.
Oh, absolutely.
And they've done that 2 straight years. They'll try to do it 3 straight next year. Morris 1 for 4 on the season. Swings at the first pitch to Garrett Lanham. Morris has doubled in the game, or on the season rather. Goes low. We'll look forward to our first sports broadcast of the fall season. Slow ground ball. Third baseman Milburn charges and gets Morris by a step. Morris not the fastest with the legs. And he'll throw him out. And it'll be Garrett Bradley to hit. 0 for 1. Grounded outs in the game. I don't know about soccer and volleyball schedules, as Bradley sends one right side. Diving play made by Skinner, the second baseman.
Yeah.
What a play.
That was a very good play. Does that kid play receiver?
Someone might want to call Sports Center.
Oh.
And the Cougars are down to their final outs. I find it interesting. Landon has somehow gotten his pants dirty.
What?
On a turf field. Did you see it? Called strike. Either he didn't wash his pants since the last one. Landon had a big 12th district tournament. He went 1 for 2. There's a ground ball right back to Lanham, and that is the ball game. Grayson County finishes this season with a 16-15 record. They fall tonight 23-1. We'll come back. Wrap it up for the season after this. This is Cougar Baseball on K105.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Cougars fall tonight 23-1 to Apollo in the third region quarterfinals. They finish with a 16-15 record. Final line score: Apollo 23 runs, 16 hits, no errors. Grayson County 1 run, 3 hits, and 5 errors. For Grayson County, the RBI went to Landon Sharella, one of the seniors on the team. For Apollo, 5 RBIs for Ross Milburn to lead the way for them. Cole, this Cougar team, won their second straight district championship. They'll look to make it 3 next year, but they lose 2 good seniors of Jaron and Landon.
Yeah, I mean, Jaron has been a very good outfielder for this Grayson County team for a couple years now. And then, I don't know, Sharella's kind of jumped around a little bit, but his bat has just always been so good for this Grayson County team to have. And I'm sure Jody and Nick will really miss those guys a lot next year. And I think they both hope the best for both of those guys as they go on to the next chapters of their life.
I know whatever they do, they'll be successful. Landon apparently wants to be a pharmacist. He's going to Louisville. I believe that's correct. And Jaron, whatever he decides to do, I'm sure he'll be successful in doing it. I still say, Jaron, pound for pound, is one of the best athletes I've covered.
Oh, yeah.
Here at Grayson County High School. I still say that, if something would have happened to Sawyer Drake last year as the left tackle, I'm sure Brian Jones could have put Jaron at left tackle, and he'd at least block somebody. He'd have made you run him over just based on the pure will and success. And Landon, a great baseball mind as well for this Grayson County team. So for us, this is it this year. Something I didn't count it up, Cole, but probably anywhere from between 75 and 100 broadcasts for us this year of Cougar sports.
It's insanity.
We look forward to being back here. If there's not softball or soccer or volleyball prior to first game and first broadcast of the new year, will be the Tobacco Bowl. Grayson County, Edmondson County, and football. Cole, I know you'll be locked in and watching that night no matter where you are. What's that?
Cougs by 90.
Cougs by 90. That's a great way for us to end. So that'll wrap up our coverage here this afternoon. Grayson County falls by a final score of 23-1 to Apollo. So for Cole Snyder,